Welcome to the Spine Chilling Stories, where you hear true horror stories around the world that are both chilling and creepy. So let's dive in today's story. The Hauntings of the Bell Witch, one of the most haunted places in the world, and the legend of a Bell Witch is known to be the horrific incidents that occur in the place of Tennessee or Red River settlement. The place is known for the hauntings and the paranormal activities that happened there to a family of John Bell. In the rolling hills of Tennessee's Red River settlement, John Bell's homestead stood proud, a two-story long house surrounded by dense woods and fertile land. The Bells were respected, hardworking, religious, and peaceful. But behind all that exterior lies a mystery and a story and an incident that would haunt them forever. One evening, John spotted a creature near the cornfield, an animal with the body of a dog and head of a rabbit. He fired his rifle. It vanished. That night, the family was awoken by knocking on the long walls. Though no one was outside, just the wind, John muttered. But the knocking came again, louder, angrier. Soon the sounds inside the house changed. Claws beneath the floors, chains dragging across the attic, and murmurs and whispers in unknown language from that place. At night, young Betsy Bell, the daughter of John, was attacked, slapped by invisible hands. Her hair was pulled violently. She was screaming with pain. Her brothers heard whispers, calling their names. The spirit began answering questions and asked who was it. It replied, "I am the spirit of Kate Batts. I have come to kill John Bell." The once safe Bell House became a theater of horror. The legend and the story of Kate Batts depends on the sources of local rumors. Some say she was a slave who was killed by John Bell or tortured in many aspects. She was died because of the torture she endured, and she came to haunt him and his family to take revenge of the things that she had been through. Word spread, the Bell House became a magnet for spectac and onlookers. Andrew Jackson himself, then journal, visited. Legend says his carriage wheels froze miles from the Bell property until an unseen voice hissed, "You may proceed." Inside the house, chairs levitated, books flew off shelves, and the gust was beaten by unseen forces. Jackson allegedly left the next day saying, "I'd rather face the entire British Army than spend a night here." In 1920s, the haunting reached a deadly climax. John Bell began experiencing violent tremors and was bedridden. He had seizures for weeks. One morning, he was found unconscious. On his nightstand, a mysterious black veil. The witch voice echoed, "I gave him just what he needed," she said with anger. and revenge. He died that night. When the vial was tested on a stray cat, it died instantly. It turns out it was a poison. The bottle was thrown into the fire that erupted in the blue flame. The spirit laughed. Even after John's death, the house did not rest. The witch tormented Bathsheba, whispering threats and forbidding her to marry her fiancé. Batsy finally broke up engagement, and the spirit quietened. The entity promised to return in 7 years. True to its word, it briefly reappeared in 1828, haunting John Bell Jr. for weeks with the psychological discussions and warnings. Then it vanished. Today, near the original property, lies the Bellwitch Cave, limestone carven, many believes as the refuge for the spirit. The visitors reported many things when visiting for that place. Disembodied voices, objects moving on their own, cameras and phones failing, the feelings of suffocation and dread. The house itself is gone, but the foundation stones remain, and with them, the story of America's most haunted place still remains the mystery. During public investigation on October 30, 2023, a group of 15 paranormal enthusiasts explored the Bellwitch Cave. Around midnight, multiple attendants reported hearing a woman sobbing deep inside the cave. Though no one was there, one guest's thermal camera captured a cold silhouette moving against the warm cave walls. In November 2023, a private group from a paranormal research organization documented the cold spots and EVPs in the cabin above the cave. One audio clip captured a faint whisper. "This is Kate, and I have never left the place." They reported a sudden equipment malfunctions and light flickering in the scenic with the voice. During a public candlelight tour, visitors near the grave of John Bell claimed to hear the hoofbeats and the sound of horse-drawn carriage, even though no carriages exist in the area. Moments later, the sound abruptly stopped. Survivor visitors reported a nausea and dizziness, and constant with the prior Bellwitch encounters. A TikTok video posted in February 2024 went viral, showing a visitor being suddenly shoved backward in the cave entrance while filming. The clip captured a low growling sound and the brief shadow darting across the cave wall. No other person was near him at that time. During a guided tour, an antique iron kettle from Bell's family origin cabin reportedly began rattling on its own, then tipped over. Survival guests scream as lights flicker at the guide visibly shaken, admitting it was the first unexplained event she had ever witnessed. A recent nighttime investigation in the May 2024 captured a clear whispering voice on the two separate voice recorders, repeating the same phrase, "She belongs to me." The voice appeared when a female guest stood near Mark, where Betsy Bell was believed to have been attacked. The guest later reported nightmares for survival nights after the visit. From this day, the cave of a Bell Witch remains to be one of the most haunted mysteries the world has ever witnessed. It is known to be the most haunted place in America. Some say it's a place where the black magic took place. Others say it's the spirit of a witch who was tortured unfairly and was dealt with the trauma and violent, and the spirit remains to follow her revenge, believing that whoever comes to that place is there to hurt her. Would you dare to visit the haunted cave of Belwich? For more stories like this, please subscribe to this channel and keep watching spine chilling stories.